So I was just sitting here talking to God, and I was just like, talking about certain things about my growth and how I need certain people around me that give me space and grace to grow the way God needs me to grow. And it's like, I was thinking about babies, how whether they're born in an egg, incubator, or in a womb, there's always space between them and the world, so that they can grow in a certain environment before they come out. And whether it's, naturally or spiritually, you have to give people space and grace to be able to grow in their own timing. You can't tell them how the fingers should grow. You can't tell them how their legs should grow or the timing that they should grow. You need to just let them grow at their own time and speed. Do not force it. Do not try to change them. Let them grow at their own time. You got so many people out here that's trying to force people to grow in a certain way and in a certain timing, and it's causing such a division between the two. It's causing a disconnect. And then you wonder why people are disappearing and um people are to themselves, or they're not more expressive, because it's like you're judging how their growth should be. You're judging what food they should eat in the season they should eat it. You're judging them on everything instead of just allowing the process to just happen. Again, you have to give people space and grace to grow on their own time, and let God do what He does, and just be there for them. Just show love. Just love them. And when it's time for you to speak, speak. But when it's not time to speak, so when it's time to speak, you speak. When it's time to listen, just listen. Don't give your opinions. Don't, when it's, and then when it's time to just be quiet, just be quiet. Don't say anything. You know just let them have their moment. Don't try to change them. Don't try to make them do things or have a process the way you have a process. No, don't get mad at them. Don't get frustrated with them when they don't do things or handle things the way that you would handle them. Don't get frustrated. And then at the same time, don't be mean. Don't be nonchalant. Just be there. It takes a lot of prayer, because it is frustrating sometimes, but space and grace. Grace, keyword grace, space and grace. It will work wonders between relationships with people, because, you know, everybody's different. Not everybody's the same. And you got to place, when they don't get frustrated when they come to you, and when they express how they feel, and it seems foreign to you. Don't look at them any different. Just see it as, again, having grace to just, try to understand where they're coming from in the season that they're in. Because when you're transitioning, you go through a lot of different thoughts and different emotions. Some things you're trying to birth out. You're trying to birth out a lesson. You're trying to birth out revelation. You're trying to birth out, like, what's going on. You're trying to put the pieces of a puzzle together, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what's going on in my brain? What's going on in my mind? Why isn't everything coming together? So again, they're trying to make sense of what they're going through. So it's even more frustrating while they're trying to make sense of what they're going through, when they have people around them that are frustrated at them going through this transition. They didn't ask to go through this transition. Remember that. Don't fault them for going through something that they didn't ask to go through. Um, Sometimes people do bring things on themselves, but there's a lot of people going through different transitions, and sometimes it's very emotional, and it could be confusing, when you're on a journey and there's only little bits and pieces here that you have to put a whole story together. So while they're trying to figure that out, don't make things worse by confusing them even more, or frustrating them even more. Just be there for them. Space and grace, patience, love, just be there for them. Pray for yourself that you will have the capacity to be able to deal with what they're dealing with. Not that you should make people's problems your problem, but pray for the capacity to be able to handle um, those rocky roads or those journeys, or because it says in the Bible that a brother is born for adversity. That is better. I'm not. Don't quote me because I'm not a person who knows things by word, but I know them by the revelation. I don't know scriptures by memory, by heart, but I know them by the revelation that I get from them, or the understanding that I get from them. But the Bible always says that, it's better for a person it's better for you to have two together than to just be by yourself. So it's like a lot of people in the world are by themselves, and they shouldn't be. And the reason why they're by themselves, because people are frustrated with their transition. They're frustrated with their frustrations, and you can't be like that. Like, come on, they can't help it that they're transitioning. They can't help that, they're shedding from one person to a new person. They can't help that. Well, sometimes they can, but in certain cases, where I'm talking about is, growth. Don't be upset with them. Don't be frustrated with them. And you wonder why there's so many suicides in the world, and because people are alone because they feel like they can't express themselves, because people are frustrated with their growth and how their mind is developing and what they're thinking, and they can't express that, so they bottle it up, and then depression happens because they feel like they're so different, and it causes disconnect. And we have to just learn space and grace for people to grow, mercy, just to be there, to love, to be patient. And again, I ask you all to just and pray for your capacity to be able to handle, people around you that are growing, that you'll handle them right, that you'll treat them right, that you won't treat them different or be indifferent towards them while they're growing. If a woman stopped feeding her baby because it got bigger, or because it didn't kick one day or something, then that baby would either die of malnutrition, or something would happen. Any baby in the incubator, if you stop doing what you normally do to it, then you will starve it, or you will kill it, or you will change its growth. And you can't do that. You have to, be able to pray for God to teach you how to deal with certain folk, and how to handle different personalities, and how to handle different people. It's just, you don't see people, or you don't see women who are pregnant, or you don't see animals who have to sit on their eggs, or who are pregnant with their babies, just ripping it out of their stomach, or throwing eggs or whatever because it ain't grow within a week or two. No, they are patient. If you watch animals, they are patient with the baby growing. Women are patient with they might go through frustrations at one point in time, but they have to be patient enough for that baby to fully develop. Otherwise, if they rush the development, that baby could die, or not be fully developed. So you have to be patient with people, just like how a mother would be. You have to be patient with people in relationships. Go through the process with them. I hope that was a good analogy, because I'm trying to break that down the way that I'm at the same time seeing it in my head. I'm trying to give you as I'm hearing it, and how I'm, thinking it. So excuse me as I'm trying to, describe this to you, or try to explain this to you. But again, just don't be in your judgmental chairs. Take your time out, and remember when you were growing and you needed people to just understand you. Let's just all try to understand each other. Let's all put ourselves in other people's shoes for a hot minute, and just remember what it felt like to go through those weird moments where you couldn't figure things out, and you just needed patience from others around you. and you'll see, there'll be more connections with people and less of a disconnect. I hope this helps somebody. Sometimes I get my best thoughts early in the morning, and I just thought to share that. I actually just thought it was gonna be, a couple snap videos. I didn't know it was gonna go this long, but sometimes things just come to me, and I'll speak it. I don't do it all the time, but when things come to me, I'll share. Um, I hope this helps someone. Uh, my what do you call that? My name is at That's Just Alacia on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. So if you feel like you want to reach out to me, if this touched you, you can reach out to me there, or you can email me at that's just Alacia at AOL.com. I want to hear your thoughts. My website will be up soon. It's kind of going through a little, something, so I don't know if it's going to be up by November, but um, yeah, so I don't know if my website will be up like I wanted it to for November uh this year, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm really, really trying to work on it. Little, bumps in the road these past couple months, but I'm not giving up. So it'll be there soon. Just look for it. Just keep looking on my pages to see updates, when it'll be posted, when it'll go live. But it's coming. Don't worry. But again, if you want to reach out to me with your thoughts, or you just want to say how this touched you or whatever, you can reach me at those different emails. Okay? Thank you, guys. And also, I'm on YouTube as well. That's just Alacia. So you can look me up on there. There's the whole video is on you will be posted on YouTube or on my Facebook, so you guys can reach out to me there. There's also more videos on there, old videos. I think the most recent one that I did was probably like July or August. So yeah, check it out. That's just Alacia everywhere on every social media. That's just Alacia, pretty much. And email address is at that's just Alacia. No, that's just Alacia at AOL.com. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys soon whenever I get another thought. Okay, peace.